rickbutts.com.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Please welcome Rick Butts.
Thank you very much. Yes, my last name is Butts. My daughter found out that was her last name on the first day of school. She came home from the first day of school. We live in Texas. She runs in, throws the door open in my office like she's just discovered this, looked at me in her little Texas accent. She said, "Daddy, I can't wait to get married." Good start. I want to share something with you that I think is dramatically powerful. I want to ask you to close your computer. I want to ask you to pay attention. And I want to ask you to take a few simple notes. Something really powerful that I want to share with you, but you're going to have to think. You're going to have to use your brain. And so this may sound like an asshole thing to say right up front, but I'm going to tell you, this is for smart people. I know how I came across it is almost baffling. But this is for intelligent people who want to think and want to do something better. So I'm not going to do a bunch of cheesy, hokey stuff. I'm going to dive right in and give you some great content, answer a few questions. It's as simple as that. But if you will use what I'm about to show you here today, I believe it will profoundly impact your ability to create original material, original content, a big league book, a big league speech. You will use the method that I'm about to show you to create articles, content, products, and the marketing, PR, branding that can literally take you to the top of whatever market you want to be in. That sounds crazy and hypey. I'm telling you it's true. And give me just a moment and test what I'm about to show you to see if it works. I want you to think about some of the books that have sold well in the marketplace. And I'm not one of these, I don't make you raise hands. This is not Pentecostal here. So if you can just maybe nod and smile, that little knowing smile. If you've ever heard of a book called The Tipping Point. If you ever heard of a book, praise the Lord. I already have a Pentecostal. He's already like, so if you've ever heard of The Tipping Point, have you ever heard of Blue Ocean Strategy? Have you ever heard of Who Moved My Cheese? The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. How about The 4-Hour Workweek by Timothy Ferriss? Yeah. Right? All right, let me ask you a simple question. If you were the author of one of these books, what would you be doing today? Oh, the kiss-ass answer is I'd be a JV Alert, of course. Yeah. I wouldn't change a thing. But you'd have a big fat bank account. People all over the world would know who you are. You'd be mugged in this room, right? Everybody would want to talk to you. The fact is that these people that wrote these books created something unique and extraordinary in the marketplace that had a tremendous impact in the marketplace, and it generated for them the entire foundation, the platform, the bones, the skeleton, if you will, of an entire business for them. I mean, if you write the 4-Hour Workweek, you have a predicate for everything that you want to do in life and your work and your business, including a blog on lifestyle design with 1 million affiliate links to my man in India. There's all kinds of ways that you can make money if you generate something unique and different. And I'm really disappointed to find that so many people are, and I'm not beating on anybody in here, I'm just saying that the general consensus among many people is that we want to write a book in a weekend. Or I want to just do something really quick. I mean, did anybody ever grow up going, I want to write a really crappy little book that doesn't sell well and just, it's like my brochure. No, we want to do, don't you want to do something well? Don't you want to do something good? Well, so I challenge you today to consider that maybe you could be the wisdom expert, that you could be really bright and create something extraordinary if you would just have a simple system to use to create it and apply yourself into this simple system. And I want to show you something that I realized just very recently about information, not knowledge. At the very basic level, we have data, right? You've seen this one before. If we were to upgrade the value of this, what would we call it? Just a little bit better would be information, right? If we collate data, it becomes margin. Mark Twain said, never trust a man that can't spell a word at least 2 ways. Flip chart rescue. Information. If we collate data into something useful, if we align it into a report, into something, develop trends, whatever, data has suddenly become information. If we take information and we align it into a more consistent model for some outcomes, we can actually have knowledge. There is one other item up above here, but here's my big aha. My friends, sadly, many people in the internet marketing writing space have stopped here. How to put up a blog, how to write a sales letter, how to publish on Kindle. And we stop with knowledge, which is great, it's wonderful, it's useful, but anybody can produce it. Any speaker or trainer can give your talk, give your speech, if what they're doing is teaching a body of information that's ascertainable through research, through case study, experience, that sort of thing. This is an awesome thing, but recognize very few people transcend their ability to produce or publish knowledge. Why? It's too hard. It's just not that easy. So what's above this? Wisdom. What are the implications of our attempt to implement a new system, a new way of living, a new way of thinking, a new way of driving, a new way to do a business, to grow crops, to raise pets, to raise children? What are the implications of our attempt to use these things? The people who have experience and have learned how to do these things develop a little bit of wisdom. This is why old people are smarter than young people. It's just the way that it is, because they have all the 10-foot marks to prove it. Right, old people? Somebody wake Grandpa up by the camera. Come on. You're going to wear a sweatshirt that says Grandpa, Frank. You're going to take some heat. Okay. I told him, man, Frank, this is going to be the roughest presentation for you, because I'm going to move around.
Tell him my definition.
What's your definition?
Grandkids are God's reward for not killing your children.
Thank you. So, what did he learn from raising his children? How to enjoy his grandkids without, smothering them in the river either. So, think about this. Have you ever thought of yourself as a person who had wisdom? I think Michael Gerber's book, The E-Myth, is wise. Would you agree?
Yes.
His concept of applying the turnkey revolution to a simple business revolutionized my thinking about setting systems. His idea that it isn't entrepreneurs that start business, it's technicians who have an entrepreneurial seizure, and why a radical number of businesses go out of business. All of these ideas in these books contain this wisdom. The tipping point. Gladwell, so brilliant, his ability to identify things with PBS and Hush Puppy Shoes and come up with what was really behind these major marketing pushes for companies without advertising. Like, that's interesting to their target market, right? How do you get an idea to go viral without spending money on advertising? He developed for us new vocabulary, mavens, and people that would help us move our message along. And by identifying this model, he gains a sense of wisdom. Really, I mean, think about, Seth Godin. There's anything by Seth Godin, right? Crazy titles, Purple Cow, Meatball Sunday, All Marketers Are Liars, Permission-Based Marketing. He got better at titles, right? So in all of his ideas, he developed this a wisdom, and then you see him in a presentation in front of Google, and he's just showing slides of Wonder Bread and cough syrup and aspirin, and he's just making these wry little bumper sticker observations. They can't get enough of it. Well, you see, the truth is, in books like this, The Tipping Point, Blue Ocean Strategy, all these, in my belief, these books are not written for you and I. They're not written directly for you and I. They're written for the employee class, the managerial class, people in corporations who want to move this lethargic monolith along. Ugh, how can I get my corporation to stagger forward with a bunch of people who'd rather kill me than follow me, right? The structure and the challenge of that. So for entrepreneurs, what we have to do is we have to get in and dig in these books to get the ideas out of them. Very little for us. So today, this is for us. And the non-employee class, right? The employee class just wants a job. They want a job. They want to fill in the blank system. So we're going to take the success of these books, and I'm going to show you how to write your own. And it's a big promise, but I believe that if you take some notes, I can really and truly show you how to do it.